Well, I've got a roll up and you got a crash screen. Well, to the cock up, that is the C64. It could be an expanded game, but the tapes are generally in the correct directory. And even if it wasn't, going to have a slight problem there because you'd have to, edit the file names so it would load with extra memory. I know it's a real shit system, but I didn't design it. Like I said, I had genius levels of IQ, and yet I'm dumb enough to smoke. But anyway, that's a different subject. Not liking all the Petsky graphics. However, it is a shooting game for 2 players. Well, no one's allowed in my house thanks to COVID, so and by that obviously I mean people I don't know at all. Thing is, everyone else in my family is older than me or more susceptible to anyway, let's not get bogged down with that again. Blitz, Hop It, Race and Typer Tune are things that I will be trying, but I want to try them on a real VIC-20, and that should be possible because I've got an SD to IEC, and they're unexpanded games obviously because they came with the VIC-20 starter pack. Jupiter, I thought Commodore's one was called Jupiter Lander. This is Jupiter D. There is only one version of Hunchback. Jupiter Defender, Interceptor Micros. These are not written by Ian Gray. Amazing. Now I don't know if it's loading now, if you have to press a key, but if it crashes because you press space while it's loading, it can't be that great a game anyway. Right, well, can't go to the shops today unless I walk. There is that option. However, Farm Foods is not full of working class people. It's full of dumb cunts. There's a massive difference. Now they might look the same, Primark jumpers and jackets, stuff like that, obviously. However, they're not the same, and not because they don't work. Working class people are not thick. You have to have some intelligence to do your job properly. Now I'm talking working class people from 70s, 80s, possibly 60s. You may have played this where you can't go back. So I see this is a bit of a problem when, there's such a huge gap between when you did the last lot and, However, someone said play King Tut, so so I had a bit of wee upstairs. I'm not impressed with that. However, did clean it up, antibacterial spray, and there's no carpet in that room. When carpet goes down in the room and the skirting boards are repainted, they won't go back to the same place anyway. The trouble is I do leave that door open all day, except when I'm sleeping in it, and obviously one of the cats have to be isolated from one of the other cats while I'm sleeping. I'm not that much of a genius, mate. the cake and astral projection is a lie. Although I did have a weird dream with David Warner in it actually last night. Kind of like a plot from a spy film. Very unusual. Some sort of secret device or something hidden in a suitcase, the same suitcase he has in Mad Dogs. He's been in loads of films though. Right, okay, fair enough. That's why most VIC-20 games have the instructions, because 3.5K is enough basic for some, you know, text-based instructions and to redefine the character set. Because if you've only got 3.5K, there's only so many user-defined graphics you can fit in, unless you want a postage stamp-sized Amstrad screen. Yes, I do realise there are many games that don't have that, but it's a stigma, isn't it? Most systems do have a stigma. If you had a ZX81 or Mattel Aquarius, you were poor. If you had a 48K Atari 800, around the time the C64 was launched, your parents were middle class, or new money, as it was called. Obviously, upper class people didn't have computers for some reason. They have a lot of money in assets, but they don't always have a lot of money in the account. I don't think those people should be called upper class. I think you have to have money in the account as well. So they drive like, you know, 20-year-old cars, and not because they're all classics, because they didn't have the money to fix them. I hope this game's good, and I hope I haven't played it before. There's quite a lot of loading going on. But yeah, I did get one of the pre-VCS VIC-20 era Christmas presents. Well, I haven't played this. Okay, all those instructions, but I didn't really absorb any of them. You have to find your way out and avoid the scorpions. So it's trying to do you know, a roguelike thing. Don't know what happened there. Need more lamp oil. This might actually be an okay game if you had the instructions to hand while you play it, sort of thing. Or if I had the same sort of memory abilities that I had back then. Maybe something blows out your lamp. I'm trying to see if there's anything that looks specifically like lamp oil. Or maybe it's just timing based. Right, fire button doesn't give you more. So this is very difficult now. Yeah, I don't like it when the lights go out. Only one thing you do when the lights go out, and that's yeah, anyway, let's not talk about that. Yeah, played Max, VICtacular, yeah. Played Mickey the Bricky. Missile Panic. I think I tried some things that may be called Missile Command. Because I definitely tried Mission Mercury. We've definitely been in this directory, so to be fair, we've been in all the directories, I think. But I would have played Outback as soon as I've seen it. Highly unlikely. Oh, I know what I was going to play. Cyclones. I'm looking for Cosmiads as well. Yeah, that's there. Maybe it's only in a PR. Fucking bullshit menu system on this thing, I tell you. Right, had enough of burning my fingers there. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it somewhere though. I remember watching back the videos to anyway. Dungeon Master. Let's see what that was like in Vic 20, Vic 1 quality. Now, the other two things that arrived was a T20 Torx screwdriver, which will become apparent when I tell you what hasn't arrived yet, and rear view mirror. It said mini rear view mirror after I'd bought it, and I'm like, what the fuck? But the box is quite big. Okay, look, I'll tell you, right, it was a slot car racing set, that's what I bought. And Adventure Series Quest, right, okay, fuck you, I don't want to play adventure games. I've never been interested in text adventures, so anyone who thinks Infocom Amiga games are good is a fucking PC wanker, and PC stands for Prick's Choice, as well as, you know, square brackets, IBM, close square brackets, PC. Try Ghost Hunt. I doubt it's going to be Gauntlet on the old Vic 20. You could definitely do Gauntlet on the Vic 20. That's a bit weird, but anyway. This looks like fucking cassette 50 to me. So there's no instructions, and obviously it's keyboard only. Right, okay. So they may be the actual movement keys. Oh, there's a bit of a delay going on there. I'm pressing X, right, okay, you have to wait a lot. So again, this is F1 and F3 for up and down. Oh, you have to kind of steer them into the, I think it's like reverse bomber, man. I guess it's like the movie Alien 3. What shit? Yes. Yeah, anything that says 3K on the end, definitely no good unless you've put the flags on there. So I think Gunfight was a 2-player only game. Did we play Hopper? I don't know, you know. I probably would have tried it. Actually, I want to play Lunar Lander. But, sure I would have tried that actually. It's getting a bit iffy now. I've tried Krell. Yeah, I played Mad Drivers, I remember that. Couldn't tell you what it's like. There is this really weird game where you gotta like pick up trash on the beach and there's like sharks in the water and people dancing. This is typing quality. And there's there's not inertia. You cannot actually stop. You have to keep moving left or right. Now it's a shit game. No, this is no good. Need to find at least another game that I'm gonna actually put a bit of effort into playing. Let's try that Jetmobile thing. There we go. I hope it's loading or putting in user-defined graphics. All I did was press left next. Fucking hell, press left on the joystick and you lose a life. Or is this America? Oh, America's gone a bit weird. They're trying to ban women having abortions now. That is a real quick rule of thumb. If you ever see the word Jesus on a placard at any protest, fucking ignore whatever they got to say. Because Jesus didn't exist. They might as well write on there, a fucking Easter bunny. Go 3, I think, yeah. No, I'm not liking this at all. What the hell? Next. Yeah, there is a bare minimum limit I will play, so it's probably the one above it is probably the same thing. Motor Mouse. Monster something or other by Handic. Well, it's not joystick based, and it's pretty rubbish, but if it was joystick based I would have given it a go. Yeah, they look like the square things, the evil versions of the round things in Terrorhawks. And if you've ever watched Terrorhawks, you'll know exactly what I mean. Right, I've done like this, a commercial game by Cascade, and then using Petsky graphics. Piss off, mate. Type in, yeah, that's one thing. But let's try Munchman. It must have been a PRG. Use joystick or keys, right? It's positive so far. User defined graphics, keyboard control. And there's downhill all the way from there. It's kind of intense. It's very tricky to control, actually. And for some reason they're not coming towards me. That suits me, mate. You smell, innit? Smelly bastard. Ah, crap. See, I didn't want to get that one. So effectively, we're having to waste this one now. I mean, it's all there. It warns you when they're going to change back to a different colour. I didn't know you could go through that bit. Anyway. A fucking it's impossible. I actually wanted to go up there in the first place. Jesus Christ. That's all I need, mate. So the difficulty can't be that bad, because we did one screen. However, I can't recommend that game. If you really loved Pac-Man, which I didn't, in the arcade, and you had really, really low standards, or easily pleased, anyway, it's like Pang. It's nothing like Pang. Well, it's sort of half like Pang. Yeah, I think part of the problem with this one is this crappy joystick. That's the funny thing, on the VIC-20 you did actually need a half decent joystick for the games that are done properly, because of the character based movement most of the time, but this doesn't appear to be character based. Hey, it's not bad actually for an unexpanded game. That was very risky, that was. Yeah, you probably should go the the old asteroids tactic. Don't split up too many at the start. Although they go off the screen anyway, so but they reband left and right, so best to get one just in front of you. You have to be really confident with your joystick. That's for your teenage years though. Ooh, lost a life there. No, playing it with those tactics, well, attempting to play with some sort of strategy is not helping me. You seem to be better off gaining. Oh, come on, mate. That's a bit of a cunt. Not letting me have the one on the edge. It's a bonus teaser, which is not the same as a boner teaser. That's different, mate. Yeah, these will not be going on Retrotronics because there's too much swearing. And I'm not going to spend hours and hours just editing out swearing. Not for a new channel on YouTube. That's YouTube's problem. And that is my problem. I'm not good enough at this game. Although the scores were very similar. So it makes no difference how you play this game. It's probably more important that you have a zip stick on your VIC-20